Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The article that I have here, and I think it's ridiculous, that's my assessment of the statements made in this article, is about Russia, which chimes in the issue involving Taiwan and Pelosi and China. As you know, the Speaker of the House of the United States, in the United States Congress, is visiting Taiwan as I speak, and China made a lot of threats and, in my assessment, drew a line in the sand. That means if you cross that, we're gonna do something, and they use the word military, will not sit idle, and all these kind of things, and they will do something, and it's blah blah blah, that could be triggering this and triggering that. And I was, well, whenever you draw a line in the sand, or you put a red line somewhere and say, okay, that's it, you have to be able to follow through in case that person decides to cross that line. The United States crossed that line, smiling, without even having, military infrastructure with her. Pelosi flew and landed in Taiwan. What did China do? Nothing. Now, and I'm upset about it. That's why I'm making this video. It's not that I expected China to shoot down the plane or something. Not that, but something. And they will do some military exercises around Taiwan with ammunition, with war ammunition, with real ammunition. Who cares? That means zero. Oh, some airplanes just flew around and a little bit got into the Taiwan's airspace, and oh my God, that's a provocation. See what we did? You didn't do nothing. You didn't do anything. So now we have Russia. Russia's talking about it too. And I think they have to, because those are their allies. So they have to support them as they support Russia. And this is the article comes from Reuters from today, August 3rd, 2022. This is the title: The Kremlin. Tension over Pelosi's Taiwan visit should not be underestimated. Yes, from now on, just underestimate them. Any kind of threats coming from China, just underestimate it. Because this proved that they can't and are willing to jeopardize their situation. They're not taking it, and probably the Russians are upset about it, I'm guessing. But that's just my gut feeling. So, should not be underestimated. Why? What's next? What are you going to do about it? Oh, do you think when Pelosi is going to take off, you're going to wave at her or something? Man, I was so disappointed. Let's put it this way. The Kremlin said on Wednesday that the level of tension provoked by U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan should not be underestimated. I think it should be, because they didn't do anything. Responding to a question about whether the world was closer to war, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters that he was not in favor of using that word, but reiterated that the visit was a provocation. However you want to interpret that, provocation or not, Chinese spokespeople made certain, including what's his name, Xi Jinping, in a conversation with Biden. He said that people who play with fire get burned or something like that with fire. So fire, fire. It's a lot of things that could be symbolistic. Symbolically speaking, but you know what I mean. They didn't care. The United States didn't care about it, and probably they knew. Probably say Xi Jinping told not Biden. Biden was asleep. Whatever weasel over there at the White House. Hey, you can come. We're just gonna flex our muscles for our guys here, but we're not gonna do anything. But what we see, Didn't follow through. All right, so he said here, he added that no additional contacts between President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping were planned in light of the visit. For what? They didn't do anything. Why should they talk? Pelosi's arrival on Tuesday in Taiwan prompted a furious response from Beijing, a tantrum, at a time when international tensions were already elevated by the conflict in Ukraine. Well, how much more elevated you want them in order to do something? Well, let me put it this way. This is my house, all right? And I say it's my house. But the neighbor says, well, you know what? Actually, that room is not your house, but it is your house, but it's not your house, in your house. That's a separate room. And no, that room is my house. It's part of my house. And the other guys, yeah, okay, whatever, man. Well, and then they say, well, we're going to come and take a nap in that room of yours, in your house. And you say, no, you can't come. That's my house, man. Sovereign territory over there. That's mine. I say, yeah. If you come over, I'm just going to, I'm not going to just stay idle. I might use some techniques here and there and, I'm going to retaliate. I'm not going to let it go. And they said, yeah. And then he comes alone without anything, just alone, goes in your room, in your house, and takes a nap. And you just go towards the room and knock at the door. Are you there? And he's like, leave me alone. I'm over here, I'm very upset. I might do something about it. And come back in your room and then go back again. And that's what the Chinese do. They just fly around and they use their boats and live ammunition. Ooh, and that's the knocking. Or walking hard, in the house. So they can hear you. So he can hear you in the other room. That's what this guy did. This is what China, this is how I see it, like a funny event. But that guy is going to leave. Whenever it's going to say next time, do you think it's going to have more, like a bully? If it worked one time, the next time he's going to up the bully technique. He's going to want to come in another room. He's going to want to come with his friends, have a little party. You have a bed over there? He's going to bring alcohol. Who knows what else he's going to bring over there? Illegal substances. And what are you going to do? Leave me alone. That's what you're going to do. Man, I'm so, and now the Russians. Oh, there's tensions. You claim that's your room, your house. What more you want? What more? Who needs to come over there in order for you to really do something? They didn't do anything. They talk. Like you go over there, you fondle his or whatever his wife, and he's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this to you. She's my wife. She's my wife. And you go over there and you touch her wherever you want. And then he's like, oh, I'm very angry. I'm very angry. I'm very angry. And he's huffing and puffing. And you keep touching his girlfriend or his wife. Really? And you don't get punched in the, This is how I see these things. But he's angry. He made a statement. And then you got a neighbor who said, you escalated. How deep you want this guy to escalate with the wife? The word deep, the same here. How far this guy wants, it's just, I think, as you would say, China choked and is not trustworthy. You need a lot of action in order to prove that what you say you do. You can say, well, you shouldn't have said anything. You shouldn't have made those bombastic claims. That's what I meant, if you knew. You say it is not right, but not say, military will not stay idle. We're going to do this, we're going to regret it, play with fire, we're going to get burned by fire. You look bad already. Because the higher you escalate, you go higher with your verbal attacks or whatever you go with. When you fall down, you fall from a much taller building. So the more you say, when you fall like you did, boom, instead of puck. And the Russians had to say this, obviously, because they know better. Something should have happened over there. I don't know, some planes around Pelosi, something, winking, coming closer, something. Nothing. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.